Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought that we would sit down and kind of do a wrap up best of 2022 products. And today we're going to be doing just drugstore products. So if you'd like to see what I feel like was the best product in most categories from the drugstore in the past year, then just keep watching. First, we'll start off with polish. I feel like this is the best line from the drugstore. This is the Essie Express line. It dries in like 1 minute. The top coat is fantastic. I'll even use the Essie Express top coat on top of normal polish because it dries super fast. There's so many colors. There's shimmers, metallics. They now have like special effects top coats. So if I am using liquid polish, I am definitely going with this one. Favorite of the year. The best color corrector, in my opinion, from the drugstore this year was the Neutrogena one. I know these are not necessarily new this year, but they're just what I feel like has been the best of the year. This one's the color correcting concealer clear coverage with niacinamide, and this one is in the shade Peach. For under eye, blue circles, purple circles, this is fantastic. It's not quite a salmony pink. It is like a peachy color, but it isn't orange. So it's that great mix between pink and orange, and it's like a fine line right between the middle, and it is perfect for the under eyes. So I use this all the time. And then the favorite concealer for the year has to be this one from CoverGirl. It is the Outlast Extreme Wear Concealer. I've already run through almost a whole tube of one of the other shades. I have a darker shade. I have this one that I wear almost every day. I go in between 800, 805, and 820. Yes, I go between 3 different shades, and they're fantastic. They are high coverage. They stay on the nose, which is awesome because so many things rub off of my nose. So highly recommend if you're looking for full coverage. It lasts all day. Check this out. Foundation should not be a surprise to any of you if you've been watching my channel for the last 8 months or so. It's this one from L'Oreal. It is the True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum, and I am currently in the shade 0.5 to 2. This is my second or third bottle. You can see I'm almost through it. You can also see the shimmer in the product. So it's a beautiful, natural looking, sheeny product that's just so gorgeous, and it does set down on its own. I can just let it sit for like 5-10 minutes and I don't have to powder it, which is fantastic. It's just so pretty. I am obsessed. It's like $18 or $19, which I'm not obsessed with the price tag, but still much less than many other high-end products. Favorite drugstore powder for the year has to be this one from Maybelline. It's the Fit Me Matte and Poreless Pressed Powder, and this one's in translucent. This is probably the 4th or 5th one I've run through. I use this one exclusively under the eyes and in the T-zone, so I'll do it under the eyes to set my concealer, and then around my nose and a little bit right here where I get oily. Matte and poreless. It does keep me matte and poreless. I do feel like they changed the formula though in the last year. The one that I had previously was better, but this is still the best one I found at the drugstore as far as a pressed powder goes. I like to use it also along the jawline if my foundation is a little too dark, and it will actually lighten up around this area. So this is more of like a brightening, lightening powder for me, but it also works really well to set everything down. So highly recommend this one. A sunscreen that I really enjoy, and I'm considering this drugstore because I sell it at Target and Ulta's drugstore side of the store. This is the Derma E Scar Cream Sun Protectant SPF of 35. It says reduces scar appearance, primes and nourishes. It's mineral sun protection. I like this because it is like a matte finish. It looks white, but it feels mattifying and smoothing. And it's also supposed to help heal scars, which I have a lot of acne scars on my face just from years of getting acne and irritating them by picking at them, which I know you're not supposed to do. But this is soft and smooth and mattifying, and I have almost completely gone through this. I've had it for probably a year or so. It expires this year, so I'm trying to finish it up before it expires, but it is really fantastic. It doesn't add greasiness or oil or make anything slip. It's a beautiful SPF. I mean, I think it'd be great even if you don't suffer from scarring. Something I forgot to mention with nails is a nail polish remover. This one's Mineral Fusion. I think you can get this at Whole Foods or Wegmans. I forget where. I get mine on Amazon. I have found it at Marshall's once. It is a nail polish remover that doesn't have acetone, and it smells delicious. Not delicious. It smells great. It doesn't have that strong alcohol smell. It works really well at getting glitter polish off. You can soak your nails in it without really irritating and drying your skin. It is fantastic. Okay, I didn't have a tinted SPF from the drugstore, so we will move on to contour and bronzer. For cream contour, it was the Peri Para like stamp contour. You can get it at CVS, and I ran through mine earlier, so it's probably in my trash bin, but it's like a cushion sponge, and it was like a cool tone, and you could stamp it on. I'll try to put a picture of it here if I can find it. But that was my favorite cream contour. Favorite cream bronzer for the year is surprisingly this one from Revolution. It is the Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. It's really easy to blend, really easy to work with. The color lasts all day. It's a really nice color. So that is the favorite for cream bronzer. Powder bronzer, no surprise here, L'Oreal Lumi Bronze It in Light. This is my second or third that I have run through. You can kind of see it has that like beautiful sheen to it, which is why I love it. And it's cool enough that I can use it as a contour, but it's warm enough that I can use it as a bronzer. So it's like all in one for me. So if I'm traveling, it's pretty much just going to be this guy. Moving on to blushes, we have another repeat winner. This one, which I don't think is produced anymore, unfortunately. This is the Neutrogena Cheeky Wink Flush Blush. It is like this putty blush. You guys have seen it in so many videos. It's like this peachy pink shade that has like just a hint of sheen to it. It's like not so pink that I can't wear it with warm looks, and it's not so warm that I can't wear it with cool looks. It's like the best of both worlds, and I'm obsessed. I really wish they would bring it back. And then for like a cream blush from the drugstore, I didn't really have many. So it would be this one from Kaja. This is the Cheeky Stamp one, and this one's in Spicy. And while I don't like the applicator whatsoever, it's very gimmicky. The shade itself is really, really nice. It's like a brownish peach shade, really flattering. As far as highlights go, I did not have a cream highlight from the drugstore. It just wasn't something that I really had in my collection to share with you guys this year. But for powders, I had two. One was from the holiday collection last year, but I believe it is still available as a single, and it's from the Catrice Luminice palette. And it's this one down here, which is the soft highlighter. And this is from the Feel Gold collection. This one, I love it as a highlight. I also love it as a finishing powder, so that is beautiful. I will also use the other two. I'll use this one as like a bronzer topper, and this one kind of as like a more intense targeted highlight, just a little bit more gold. This one's more champagne. Or this one from Essence, the Pure Nude Highlighter, and this is the 10 Be My Highlight. This one has that like beigey undertone to it, so it'll work on most fair to light, possibly medium skin tones. You can use it as a finishing powder, you can use it as a highlight, you can use it as an eyeshadow. It's just beautiful all around. So these are the winners for the highlight category. All right, for setting sprays, there's one that I already ran through and I don't even have anymore. It's the Manna Kadar Hydration Happy Mist. That one was my favorite. And I keep stalking Ulta's website to see when it'll be back in stock, and it's still out of stock. So it must have been that popular that they haven't been able to get it back in stock. The other one was the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Glow Mist. It's not this one. It's the one that I think had an orange label on it. I ran through it and it's already been recycled, but it looks very similar to this. It's in the same section as this one. Their Glow Mist is fantastic. So if you're looking for like just a really good setting spray, try the Manna Kadar. If you're looking for a glow setting spray, try the one from CoverGirl. Moving on to the lip category, my favorite lip liner for the year has to be this little guy from L'Oreal. This one is the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner in the shade 110. That's it. It's what I'm wearing right now. It is a beautiful, cool tone lip liner for overlining or contouring your lips. It really gives that definition. It's fantastic. I mean, I've used mine a ton, so it's like a little tiny pencil now. For a plumping lip gloss, I highly recommend the Physicians Formula Diamond Plumper Mineral Wear Lip Plumper. I have this one. I have another like rosy tone shade, and I feel like these are a comfortable plumper. They're not going to really burn and sting. They're just going to tingle like a minty tingle, which is what I prefer. And it does kind of bring the blood to the lips, so it gives them a natural color as well. So highly recommend these. I did not have a favorite lipstick from the drugstore this year. It just wasn't something that I was drawn to. But I do still have a lip mask that I can't stop talking about. It's this one from Chapstick. It is the Vitamin Enriched Lip Night Serum, Overnight Serum. This stuff is fantastic. I've gone through multiple tubes. My husband has gone through multiple tubes. If you suffer from dry lips and you want something overnight that will hydrate and replump them, check this out. Not expensive either, so try it. See what you think. All right, moving on to eyes. For a regular mascara, it had to be the Maybelline Curl Bounce Mascara. I think that one's really good. It's a white and yellow kind of rounded tube. I don't have it anymore because mine dried out, but it is fantastic at curling and separating lashes. Highly recommend. For a waterproof mascara, it would have to be this one from Essence. This is the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, waterproof. I use this on all my summer vacations, in the pool, by the water. It was fantastic, so highly recommend. For brows at the drugstore, one brand just kind of takes the cake. NYX. My obsession with NYX Brow started with this product, which is the Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I have it in like 4 different colors. I have taupe and caramel and espresso and auburn. And I use them all depending on what my hair color is. This is kind of my natural hair color, but in the summer it's lighter. And then once a year I do something fun and I kind of go darker. So I love this for drawing on like brow hair strokes. But I love the Thickening Brow Mascara if I don't want to use that step and I just want to add color and kind of add a little bit of thickness to my brows. I use this. And then if I just want my natural brows to stay put, I will use the brow glue, this little guy. Or if I want to lock into place what I've already done with these, I will use this and they don't move. I am using a combination of these products today. And I really like the way my brows turned out. So I would have to say I rarely have a bad brow day with these NYX products. So they definitely win for 2022. For eyeshadow palettes, I was surprised that I had not tried many drugstore eyeshadow palettes this year. I guess there just weren't that many releases that really spoke to me, and I tried more high-end shadow this year. But there was one brand in particular that I kept going back to, and it was this one from Revlon. It was the So Fierce Quads. This one in particular is probably my favorite because it has this beautiful highlighting shade. It has a beautiful shimmer shade, and then it has this deep purple, which is just so beautiful, and then like a bronzy shade for on the lids. It's just such a beautiful cool tone look, and I bring this one with me on vacation and I reach for it so often that it had to make it into this year's favorites. This one is $9.61. That's a dub. As far as fragrance goes, I'm just running through my categories. I didn't have a favorite drugstore fragrance. Nope, nothing really caught my attention this year. Moving on to skincare, Winky Luxe Hydrogels with the little stars and the moons in them. They are the only hydrogels that I found to work and not mess with makeup application afterward. I highly recommend those. As far as lotion goes, I highly recommend this one from Bath & Body Works. It's the Into the Night collection. This is the body cream with hyaluronic acid. I also have the hand cream. It smells fantastic. It's like raspberries and coffee and vanilla and patchouli and amber. It smells amazing. So some days I will just put this all over and skip perfume altogether. I didn't have a favorite drugstore cleanser this year, unfortunately. So moving on to tools. First one being the Revlon Barbie Lash Curler. It's the pink and yellow one. I can't find it right now. I think it might be in my travel bag or in my to clean pile. But it's nice and wide. It covers all my lashes from the inner eye to the outer in one go. I don't have to like rework it, move it around, angle it weird ways. So that one's fantastic. 2 brushes that I became obsessed with this year. This one is the Morphe E63 brush. I love this for applying the foundation I mentioned earlier from L'Oreal. It's fantastic for those like serum-y, lighter products. It's really amazing. And then this guy from Real Techniques, this is the 401, the sculpting brush. This one is fantastic for cream contour, cream blush. It's really, really great. I love this one. I have a few of them actually. Something I discovered on Amazon this year, which I would consider to be drugstore, are these little like makeup puffs, but they're like little tiny hearts. They remind me a lot of the Tati Beauty Blendafuls, but much cheaper, and you get like 2 little ones and 2 big ones, and I've been using them to do my under eye powder almost every day, which is why they're in the dirty pile. So I don't have one to show you, but I will link them down below. And finally, last favorite for the year is the I Do Care Dry Shampoo Powder Puff that I've been talking about all year. Like you tap it on at the end of the day before you go to bed and kind of run it through your hair. And then by morning, your hair will be smooth and shine-free, grease-free, and it looks like freshly washed hair. It's fantastic. I've run through 2 of them, and unfortunately, I don't think they make it anymore, so I haven't been able to find it anymore, but it is fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing what I feel like the best of the drugstore has been for the year 2022. Let me know what you've loved down below. I'd love to hear it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.